Now we are moving on to the next area, that's it, 30 exemptions under customs. There are various exemptions under customs, but mainly section 13, section 22, section 23 subsection 1 and section 23 subsection 2. These are the four main exemptions under customs. What are these? So section 13, so we need to understand the difference in these exemptions. So totally there are four sections which I was referring to: section 13, 22, 23 subsection 1 and 23 subsection 2. Whenever the imported goods are pilfered, pilfered means petty theft, then we will get section 13. Whenever the goods are damaged or deteriorated, not destroyed, damaged or deteriorated, so its value has come down, in that case we will apply section 22. In case the imported goods are destroyed or abandoned, in that case we will be applying section 23 subsection 1. Whenever the goods are not according to the specifications, so imported goods are not according to the specifications, then there is something called as section 23 subsection 2, relinquishment of title. So total four sections: section 13 pilferage, section 22 abatement, section 23 subsection 1 remission, that is in case of damage, in case of destruction, remission of duty, destruction. So section 13 is in case of pilferage, section 22 is applicable in case of damage or deterioration, section 23 subsection 1 in case of destruction, section 23 subsection 2 in case of goods not conforming to the specifications. Okay, now what will happen under section 13? Have a look into that. What will happen under section 13? So imported goods, we have imported some goods and these imported goods are pilfered. In that case, we are not required to pay any customs duty on those pilfered goods here. However, if those goods are restored, we need to pay that customs duty. Please have a look into section 13. No duty on pilfered goods. And when is it applicable? Goods are pilfered, that is petty theft. What is the benefit? Customs duty not payable by the importer, but who will pay? Already we discussed, custodian will pay. Now remarks, if the goods are restored, then the customs duty is payable by the importer. And will that amount be refunded to the custodian? Yes. They have recovered from the custodian, that will be refunded to the custodian. Whether it is applicable in case of warehoused goods? No. Which means the pilferage should take place when? Before order for clearance. The pilferage should take place before order for clearance. Once the order for clearance is made, then we may either take it for home consumption or for warehousing. In that case, pilferage section 13 benefit is not applicable. Okay, then look into section 22. Section 22 is applicable when? In case of damage or deterioration. Damage is physical damage, deterioration is reduction in its quality, that is known as deterioration. And what is the benefit that is available? So here we don't have to pay full customs duty here, we need to pay the proportionate customs duty. Proportionate customs duty means, say we have imported goods, that imported goods value is 1800 lakhs. For 1800 lakhs, say we are paying 400 lakhs. Now, what is the value of those goods after damage? The value of those goods after damage is, say, 1200 lakhs. Now, proportionately for 1200 lakhs, customs duty is payable. Proportionately for 1200 lakhs, customs duty is payable. Now, this is the reduced customs duty. Got it? So, customs duty payable at a discount in proportion to the value of damaged goods. Okay, so that is this. So see this, customs duty payable equals to value after damage into original customs duty payable divided by value before damage. That's how we need to calculate. Then whether it is applicable in case of warehoused goods? Yes, it will be applicable in case of warehoused goods if it is related to damage. But if it is related to deterioration, not applicable in case of warehoused goods. See, deterioration is because of efflux of time, and warehouse if you are keeping for many days, so for that you will not get any benefit. So that's why deterioration is not applicable in case of warehoused goods. Then next is section 23 subsection 1. When section 23 subsection 1 is applicable? When the goods are destroyed. When the goods are destroyed. In case when the goods are destroyed, then first we need to pay customs duty prove that the goods are destroyed, then we will be getting a refund, that is known as remission of duty. So see this, first customs duty payable, prove to the officer that the goods are destroyed and then get the refund of that. And whether it is applicable in case of warehoused goods, yes, in case of warehoused goods we can get this benefit. So even if the goods are destroyed in the warehouse, we will get this benefit. Then we have section 23 subsection 2, relinquishment of title. So generally when the goods are imported and not according to the specifications, we placed an order and he sent some other goods. So when the goods are not according to the specifications, in that case customs duty is not payable. We can relinquish the title and customs duty is not payable. So because we did not claim the title, when we are not claiming the title, we are not required to pay customs duty. However, remember that in case of prohibited goods, relinquishment is not possible. Relinquishment not possible in case of prohibited goods, which means that when the goods are prohibited, we cannot relinquish the title with respect to those goods. Okay, and we need to pay the customs duty and undergo the consequences. Then whether applicable in case of warehoused goods, 23 subsection 2 is not applicable in case of warehoused goods, but to relinquish the title with respect to warehoused goods, a separate proviso has been created under section 68, but that is not applicable for your exam. That's not applicable for your exam, so no need to bother about that. But section 23 subsection 2 not applicable. For relinquishment of title in case of warehouse goods, a separate proviso is there. Okay. Now, so when two benefits are available before order for clearance, what are the two benefits that are available before order for clearance? That is pilferage and relinquishment of title. This section 13 and 23 subsection 2 can be claimed before order for clearance. Once the order for clearance is made, that is, these two benefits cannot be claimed. Means 4 benefits can be claimed before order for clearance. What are the 4 benefits which can be claimed before order for clearance? All the 4. But after order for clearance, this section 13 and section 23 subsection 2 not applicable. The other 2 is only applicable, that is abatement and remission of duty. That is this. Suppose if the goods are lost when they were in transit, whether any levy is there, there is no levy, so exemption will not be applicable. Suppose if the goods are lost after clearance, after actual clearance from warehouse or for home consumption, if there is any damage at that time or if there is any destruction at that time, then no benefit is available because the goods are cleared. The goods are destroyed or anything happened after clearance, so there won't be any benefit. After clearance, after actual clearance, there won't be any benefit that is applicable. Okay. So this is about these 4 sections. Then next we have section 21. Derelict, jetsam, flotsam, wreck. That is, whenever the goods are derailed. Derailed means what? The goods that like the ship got derailed. The ship fell down into the sea or the aircraft has fell down. So mainly this is given in the context of section 21 is given in the context of ship. Okay. So the ship is, the ship fell down into the waters. So ship got derailed and that is known as derelict. Then jetsam. Whenever the ship is about to sink, they may be throwing some goods into the water in order to save the ship from sinking. Those goods which are thrown into the water is known as jetsam. And flotsam. Those goods which are thrown into the water may continue floating, that is known as flotsam. And wreck, that is damaged parts of the ship. If these goods any person is bringing to India, then they are required to pay customs duty unless it is admitted duty free by the proper officer. That is, if those goods are exempted goods, no need to pay. Otherwise, customs duty is payable on those goods. Understood? So that is the section 21 here. Then section 20. So section 20, 21, 22, 23. Then section 13. Okay. So section 20 we are discussing, that is concessions available with respect to re-importation of goods. There are 2 notifications which are applicable in this regard. Notification number 45/2017 we are discussing. What is that 45/2017? First, we are importing some goods. On import of that goods, we need to pay customs duty. And these goods are exported. When these goods are exported, if you claim any incentive upon export, what is that incentive? Maybe a refund under GST or duty drawback like that, if you claim any benefit upon re-import of those goods. First you imported here, at the time when you imported you paid customs duty. Now you have exported it. When you exported it, at the time of export you might be claiming some incentive. When you claim some incentive at the time of export, upon re-import, whatever incentive you claimed on export needs to be paid, okay, needs to be returned, okay. So this is in case of re-import. So we don't have to pay full customs duty again. For example, a car is imported and that car which is imported, you have sent it back. When you are sending it back, have you claimed any incentives? Yes, you claimed some incentive. Now again when you are bringing that car back, no need to pay customs duty again on the car, but at the time of export whatever incentive you claim, so that needs to be returned along with interest. Suppose if at the time of export it is not for anything, but it is for repairs. It is for repairs you are sending. Generally when you are sending it for repairs, you will not be claiming any duty drawback, okay, no incentive will be claimed because you know that the goods will be returning back. In that case, what upon re-import of that, what is that we need to pay? We need to take fair value of the repairs. Fair value of the repairs, that is material and labor used in repairs, plus freight and insurance both ways. So both ways means taking goods from India to outside India and bringing goods from outside India to India. So there will be some freight. So you need to add that freight both ways. So fair value of the repairs plus freight and insurance both ways. On that customs duty is payable. Please see. If export for repairs, upon re-import, customs duty payable equals to fair cost of repairs including material and labor plus freight and insurance both ways, okay. And what is the time limit? That goods should be re-imported within 3 years and it can be extended for a further period of 2 years from the date of export. So within that time it should come. What will happen within that time if it is not coming? Then upon re-import you need to treat it like new goods and you need to pay the normal customs duty, okay, on those goods. This is in case of notification 45/2017. Then there is another notification 158 of 98. Now it is amended wide notification number 60 of 2018. 158 of 95, amended wide 60 of 2018. So that notification you see. First we are exporting. There first we are importing. Here first we are exporting. And it can be imported back for what? Either for repairs, remaking, reprocessing, refining, etc. It can be brought back. First we exported and it is brought back to India for reprocessing, refining, remaking or repairs or reconditioning. Suppose if it is for repairs or reconditioning, this cannot be known, that is a repair or recondition will arise only after usage. So therefore they gave a time limit. What is the time limit? 7 years in case of notified goods and 3 years in case of other than notified goods, and for all goods it is 10 years if it is Nepal and Bhutan. So that much time, within that much time we can bring it for repairs. Okay, we are exporting a car or we are exporting a machinery, it can be brought back for repairs. When it should be brought back? If it is notified goods 7 years, if it is other than notified goods 3 years. Sir, what are those notified goods? List is there which you don't have to remember and it will be given in the exam that these are notified goods. If it is notified goods 7 years, if it is other than notified goods it will be 3 years, and if it is from Nepal and Bhutan always it will be 10 years. So that is the time limit for bringing it back for repairs in India. If it is for refining, remaking or reprocessing, that is mainly because of the manufacturing defects. Refining, remaking, reprocessing, etc. is mainly because of the manufacturing defects. So in that case of refining, remaking or reprocessing, it should be within 1 year. Okay, that refining, remaking or reprocessing should be within 1 year, and that is the time limit for bringing it back, import. And once it comes here, for re-export, the time limit is 6 months plus it can be extended for a further period of 6 months. So what is the time limit? That is first 6 months plus it can be further extended for a time period of 6 months. So within that time it should be exported back, that is after repairing or refining or reprocessing etc. it should be exported back. Then on that import there is no customs duty payable. So mainly benefit is what? On this import customs duty not payable. Customs duty not payable on this import, that is the advantage. Okay, and imported goods and re-export goods should be same. Import goods and re-export goods should be same. Then on that imported goods no need to pay any customs duty. So this benefit is given for any goods which are exported from India, for bringing it back for doing any repairs, reprocessing, they gave this benefit. Okay, then that is with respect to notification 60/2018. Then suppose if we have exported something, we brought it, we are doing repairing, refining, reprocessing. If there is any loss arising during that case, is that permitted? Please see, if any loss of imported goods is noticed during such operation, such loss shall be exempted from whole of the customs duties subject to satisfaction of ACDC. The exemption is available even if quantity re-imported is short or low in quantity, as long as the nature and variety is same. That is, whatever goods we have exported and imported, the quantity is less, it's okay. So as long as that nature of the goods is same, it is allowed. That is this point. Then there is section 24. Section 20, benefits in case of reimportation. 21, in this segment or in this area you should remember the section numbers. Section 20 is benefits in case of reimportation. Section 21, derelict, jetsam, flotsam, shipwreck, etc. Then 22, abatement. 23, subsection 1, remission of duty. 23, subsection 2, that is relinquishment of title. 24 is what we are discussing, that is denaturing or mutilation of goods. Denaturing or mutilation of goods means, so whenever the goods are being imported, so these goods may have a different purpose. Depending upon the purpose, there will be a rate of customs duty that will be applicable. Depending upon the purpose, the rate will be applicable. So in that case, what is that we need to do? Simple here. So what we need to do is that, so we need to make a request. See, we may be importing for one purpose. For example, you are importing the sulfuric acid. This sulfuric acid may have twin purpose. If it is used in laboratories, nil rate. But if it is used for manufacturing process, we need to pay 10% customs duty. Now, we are importing it for laboratory. Then in that case, make it unfit for manufacturing purpose. So that is known as denaturing. So when you make a request for that, so then the denaturing can be done, and at the time of clearance, it is H2SO4 sulfuric acid for use in the laboratory. So no need to pay customs duty on that. Suppose if it is in case of mutilation, what is that mutilation? Mutilation also same. You are importing some equipments. The parts of that equipment will be at a lesser rate, whereas the equipment will be at a higher rate. Now you need parts only. Then mutilate in such a way that you cannot assemble it back, so that it will be like parts, and in that case you need to pay the customs duty applicable to the parts only. That is this denature or mutilation. See that owner of the goods will make request for denaturing, that is diluting the chemicals, and mutilation, example breaking the machinery. Central government may make rules regarding the same, and duty is payable as if goods are imported in denatured or mutilated form. Okay, so with this the various exemptions are over. Then there is one more area related to this, section 19. Section 19 deals with goods which are imported as set of articles. Now this we need to understand in comparison with the composite supply and mixed supply what we have in GST. Now what we are importing is a set of articles. So this set of articles means different articles are there in a single package. So set of articles. In case of import of set of articles, we need to understand first of all whether the articles are liable to specific duty method or ad valorem method. Specific duty method means what? When customs duty is payable based on units of measurement. For example, LED TV, depending upon the screen size, you need to pay. And in case of cement, depending upon the weight, you need to pay. Like that. So there are some goods, irrespective of its value, we will pay customs duty based on the units of measurement. There is no problem in that case. Whereas If it is ad valorem, again in case of ad valorem, the rate remains same between all the articles, then also there is no issue. But what if the rate differs? What if the rate differs? If the rate differs, then we need to apply any one rate only because the value is same. Suppose if the price is separate, if the price is separate, then we will not apply section 19. So respective value for the respective rate, that's it. So we will not be applying section 19. But in case of GST, whether there is a single price or separate price, we apply the concept of composite supply. But in customs, when there is a separate price, we will not apply section 19. We will not apply because we will take value into the applicable rate. So when section 19 is applicable, only when the price is single price. But in case of composite supply, mixed supply under GST, so that composite supply is applicable whether there is a single price or separate price. Mixed supply is applicable when there is a single price. But here section 19 is applicable only when there is a single price. Now, what does section 19 says? Section 19 says that you need to take the highest rate. For that set of articles, whatever is the highest rate is there, that highest rate should be taken. Okay. That is given in section 19. Means like mixed supply. Means like mixed supply in GST, highest rate. If it is a main article and accessories compulsorily supplied along with the main article, then for that we will take the rate of main article like composite supply. Whenever we are importing a main article, along with that some accessories which are compulsorily supplied along with the main article, we will take the rate applicable to the composite supply, like principal supply rate is there. Now here main supply, like that we will treat. Understood or not? Otherwise, like mixed supply only here, majority of the cases, articles imported take the highest rate. Even if in these articles, there are some articles which are not liable to duty, then even in these articles, there are some articles which are not liable to duty, then also we will apply the same. So, what is recommended in that case? Ensure that the values are shown separately in the invoice. If there are some articles, mixture of articles liable to duty and articles not liable to duty, ensure that the value is separately available so that the articles which are not liable to duty, no need to pay any customs duty. Whereas on articles liable to duty, we need to pay customs duty. Got it? So this is about that, and with this we completed exemptions under customs.